Almost all gasoline modifications enjoy an excellent reputation. The 5-cylinder 2.5T deserves special attention. It has adequate reliability. We can safely recommend 5-cylinder turbo diesels with a volume of 2.4 liters. This is a time-tested Volvo design that is fully consistent with the character of the sedan in its parameters. The motor loves long routes, and the owners are unanimous that it consumes much less than expected. As a rule, from 6.5 to 9.0 liters. If someone is interested in lowering maintenance costs, then they should look at the base 2-liter diesel. It is quite hardy, cheap to repair and, most importantly, economical. Consumes an average of 6 to 8.5 liters of diesel fuel per 100 kilometers. In terms of dynamics, in comparison with a 5-cylinder turbo diesel, the situation is certainly worse, but there is enough power reserve for everyday needs. Not burdensome to operate, and a modest 1.6-liter diesel. But this offer is rather for very leisurely drivers. Even the most reliable cars have weaknesses. Vulnerabilities are also present in the Volvo S80. Yamaha's 4.4-liter V8 suffers from worn balance shaft bearings at high mileage. Repairs will be very expensive. The gas distribution mechanism of the 8-cylinder engine is driven by a system of 3 circuits. The main one, the longest one, is located on the side of the gearbox. The 3.2 C6 straight-6 marked B6324 should be avoided. A fairly reliable timing chain is located on the side of the gearbox. The long block takes up a lot of space, which is why the designers had to move the air conditioning compressor to the side opposite the drive belt. To drive the compressor, a special toothed belt with a tensioner and guide rollers is used. The compressor may soon make noise, which means the appearance of sawdust. They affect the entire air conditioning system. In addition to replacing the compressor, complex flushing of the system will also be required. The compressor can be repaired, but it will last less than a new one. Owners of 5-cylinder diesel engines must take special care of the implement drive belt. If it is not changed regularly, every 50 to 60,000 kilometers, then it can break off and fall under the timing belt, destroying the engine. In addition, the Swirl damper drive wears out and the compressed air cooler, intercooler, loses its tightness. Diesel 1.6-liter units are prone to fuel leaks through leaky injector sealing washers. It is worth mentioning the fluid leaks from the steering mechanism. The manufacturer organized a recall to eliminate the defect. Occasionally there are failures in the operation of the Intelligent Power Distribution System, the CM unit. The engines were mated to either a Volvo M60 6-speed manual transmission or a 6-speed automatic. Under the designation TF80SC hides the design of Eisen AWF21. In 2014, it was replaced by the 8-speed automatic transmission TG81SC. Volvo has always had problems with automatic transmissions. In the previous generation, the automatic of the flagship sedan barely survived 150,000 kilometers. In the S82, the situation is slightly better. The automatic transmission requires regular maintenance oil changes every 60,000 kilometers. Unfortunately, the filter cannot be updated. It is located in the housing and is changed in case of repair. It cannot be avoided after 100 to 150,000 kilometers by those who neglected care. As a rule, the shaft support bushings wear out, which leads to shocks during shifting. In addition, the mechatronics fails, less often the torque converter. With regular oil changes, the box is able to drive 300,000 kilometers. With age and all-wheel drive modifications, the rear differential bearing can often begin to howl. Despite the similar layout, the S80's rear suspension is different from the Mondeo's. She is quite resilient. The first, as a rule, are the silent blocks of the trailing arms. In this case, the car becomes less stable when cornering.